A message to the U.S. Congress. We believe that unemployment is the biggest issue facing the U.S. citizens in 2014. In the U.S., over 10 million people are officially unemployed, but over 20 million are actually unemployed. There are over 157,000 people unemployed in my home state of South Carolina.
The worst recession since the Great Depression.
We spoke with Gail Bannister about being unemployed.
I retired from the state of Florida and I moved up here, and I'm looking for a job since April.
And yet she still needs help.
6 months to maybe a year and a
My
half.
health insurance, because I'm retired, so I do get my health insurance through the state.
Their emergency extension of unemployment benefits.
Vote to extend unemployment benefits will equate to hope for many families in the new year.
This graph shows from 2000 to 2012 of the majority of unemployed workers who will not receive unemployment insurance in 2013.
At least 30 jobs, office work.
Well, most people will ask either for a BMW or Michelin.
It's not fun being unemployed. I like working, and say I don't miss getting up in the morning, fighting the traffic. I don't miss the day-to-day grind of an 8 to 5 job, and I don't like the not being busy. The steps that I've mostly been doing is going up on the internet. I've applied to 3 different websites, that the cities and the state jobs and different medical positions. What my range was within 40 miles of this address. Majority of the places they don't want you to come down. I mean, even if you have the addresses to the places, if you don't fill out all the paperwork on the internet, they won't even look at. They even say that don't even come down because we're not accepting paper. It all has to be on the internet. Just for one job, one time, it took me almost 3 hours to fill out paperwork. There's no telephone numbers to contact them, and even if you did research into finding where the address was, they even say right on their websites that we don't accept paper applications or people coming down to their sites. So that's why mostly I do it on the internet.
This graph shows the unemployment rates in March 2013.
Good morning, and you're right, more than 1 million people are waking up this morning without their emergency unemployment benefits. The program has been in place since the recession started back in 2008, and if you look at the impact, there's about, like I said, 1.3 million people who are accepting these supplemental unemployment payments. They've been doing it it's a 6-week, more than the 26-week maximum, so on average about 6 months or more. Now that's about $300 on average a week, so the cost to the average taxpayer, about $25 billion a year. The fact the extension was not included in the 2-year budget deal passed before lawmakers went on a winter break is now creating a political football. Democrats are pushing for an extension of the program. Many of them are slamming Republicans for not including it in the budget, despite the fact that the bill was co-authored by Democratic Senator Patty Murray. That being said, the Republican leadership has indicated that they may be willing to extend the benefits if Democrats offset the new spending with other cuts. They said they want the program to be paid for before signing off.
First of all, it's been extended 11 times, and it's at a cost of about, more than $250 billion. It's a lot of money. If you don't pay for it, it's adding to the debt and the deficit, which we're on the hook now for about $17 trillion and climbing. So there's an argument to be made that this has to be paid for.
And President Obama did call Senators Dean Heller and Jack Reed just yesterday, offering his support for a bipartisan piece of legislation that does provide a 3-month extension. But remember, the senators don't return to D.C. until January 6th. Mike, Clayton, Juliet, back to you.
Special thanks to Eloise Watson-Thomason and Gail Bannister.